fighters are not really going to the body like that. But the ones that do, they are highly successful. Highly successful.
Earl Smith.
Highly. That's fact.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Look, Earl Smith, right? Earl Smith, he hits the body, but he don't move his head like I do.
Listen, man. I'm a Spence fan. I don't think technically he's sound, but I'm like, everything he does is built off of him being stronger than the other guy. And I'm like, you can't get away with that with everybody.
But
like, go ahead, Cruz.
With Bud?
Yeah, Bud beats Spence, as far as I'm concerned.
I disagree with that.
Man, stop it, Mike. That's why you over there.
I disagree wholeheartedly with that. I gotta jump in on that one. I got Spence by knockout.
No, you don't.
I do. I sure
Mike,
do.
We can put it. Listen, if that fight ever happened, man, 2 cheesesteaks on me. If that happens.
Deal.
2 cheesesteaks, 2 of them.
Deal. And order cheese fries. Let me get some fries with that.
Oh yeah. Listen, I get you a 2-liter soda with that too, player.
Mike, he gonna take care of you, Mike.
Let's go.
Listen,
I got my money on Bud.
School him, Cruz, please.
I have my money on Bud. The reason why, and you're hearing this from a fighter aspect, because Errol Spence does not move his head. He's a straightforward fighter. He's very one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
With Bud, you're gonna have to make those adjustments in the ring with him. If you cannot do that, the fight is lost. You can't wait to get to the corner to make those adjustments with Bud.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that.
That's a good breakdown.
Because what makes me good as a fighter, I make those adjustments in the fight with the guy in the round.
Right.
I don't have to come back to the corner to get those adjustments.
Right. And
that's what makes me tough to beat.
That's what makes champions.
Correct. Floyd, all those guys, all the great champions, you don't have to get to the corner to make those adjustments. You do it on the fly. Like, okay, I see this guy's doing this, I'm going to start doing that. Bam.
And you have to do it in the round, because if you wait till after the round, you're giving your opponent an opportunity to adjust for the next round.
Exactly.
Hey,
so
Mike, I'm still buy. Listen, I'm still gonna buy you 2 cheesesteaks. Like, I know that's not
gonna happen.
Gonna win. When you come to Philly, yo, I'm buying you 2 cheesesteaks with the cheese fries and the 2-liter soda. But that's just because you're my bro.
Nigga, we coming over there after the quarantine. Fuck it, Mike. Let's go. Fuck it, we going.
Cheesesteaks. Listen, cheesesteaks, the cheese fries on me, man, is going down.
Let's get it.
But it ain't gonna be because Spence is knocking out Bud.
Right, it's not gonna be because of that. I promise you, not that.
Another one because of that, but yeah, I feel you. Definitely gonna be another one because of that.
Oh man, listen, man, that's gonna be crazy. Once this quarantine over, man, I'm either coming out there, y'all come to Philly. Also, Cruz, I got a promoter here in Philly. He be putting fights on and all that. As far as your manager, if it's a situation where you having a hard time getting a fight, I know some people over here on the East Coast. We could definitely make that happen. We just don't want to see you not fighting. Like, you should be active. Going forward.
Sir, man. I'm always willing to put food on my table, man. Any means possible. Of course.
Hey, Mike. I just put Mike on. That's true.
I gotta get on there too. Get on there.
As far as the promoter is concerned, because we know what Mike is going through in Iowa. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This guy needs.
He's been frozen out. Frozen out.
Yeah, and
that's true. That's true.
At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you a manager. Your guy need fights. And the thing I don't understand, Mike, now see, people that's listening, I'm going on a different topic here. Mike, when it comes down to it, a promoter or a manager's job is to recognize talent. Am I correct?
That's correct.
If you see a guy have talent or star potential, you don't let them walk. Correct?
That's correct.
You do business with the person that you think has all the talent. Right?
That's correct.
Bottom line is Cruse was in that state. And it wasn't enough action in the state. So Cruse packed his bag and went to where the action was.
Yep.
It's the same thing. If you are a promoter or a manager, if you see a fighter and you can't recognize whether a fighter is a star or not, you need to change your profession.
That's true.
You do business with the people that you think is stars. I'm not saying this because I got Cruse on the phone. Mike can vouch for it. I watched Cruse. I said, that's a star right there. So if I'm a manager or a promoter, I'm trying to do all my business around somebody like Cruse. Same thing with Jason Phillips. Same thing. If you know, I see Jason Phillips, I'm like, that kid gonna be a star. That kid gonna be a star.
Young.
And he's 19.
Young.
I'm like, you're 19. And I'm like, you can't see that when he fight? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand it, but like you said earlier, Cruse, sometimes you got to make people see what they don't see.
Correct.
I
respect that.
You literally got to make them see what they don't see. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that situation is. Like, you should be able to. I tell Mike this all the time. I'm like, you should have been able to build your name in your home state.
Yes. But you got to understand, Mike is being froze out right now because they see what he has. They see the potential of a guy that he has, and, man, it might be fear.
Mike, did I not say that?
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
I did not. Cruse, no lie. I was just like, I'm like, what's the problem? I'm like, what's the problem? I'm like, the kid's 19. I'm like, he has a style that people like to see.
Yeah, you
like,
fight. I told Mike, I said, man, this dude can fight, Mike.
That's sure what he said.
Yeah, he reminds me of AB.
He can fight, man. I told Mike, I said, man, this dude can fight, Mike. I've been in the amateurs for 1,000 years, vampire years, 1,000 years. Why would I tell you? Why would I like tell you this dude can fight and he can't fight? I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
Never have.
The first conversation I had with Mike was about Jason.
Yeah, like, I would not do that. Like, I ain't gonna like cap to nobody and say this man can fight and he can't fight. No, I would never do that. Especially Mike is my brother.
I didn't cap and I didn't even know Mike.
Exactly. True story. Hitman was in attendance on our first fight when we got our raw deal against the national prospect Roberto Negrete. Shout out to him one more time because he brought that work for us. And Cruse pulled me aside, was like, he didn't do bad at all. He actually did really good because Jason was set up to go out on the stretcher that night, like Roberto's second opponent did.
Yes, sir.
See, a situation like that, it's like just as a businessman, I'm like, you got to set the table for the people that you think is going to be a star. So it's like now, if you actually think about it, guys like Cruse and Jason should actually be headlining cards.
I agree
in
with
their
that.
own city.
I agree with
that.
I
understand going on the road and all of that, and it's like that's where that's where you really make your mark, and that's 100% facts. But the first part of your career, you should be able to be. I don't see why Cruz and Jason is not on the same card, main event, co-main event, back to back. Like y'all would have the whole state on lock.
Oh yeah. Cruz has been up there fighting on that card that I just mentioned as well. He's fought twice here at home, sold crazy amount of tickets. It's a backstory to that. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely a backstory to that. But yeah, he definitely has a crazy fan base here, and it grows every time he comes back home. Every time he comes back, it's always more and more buzz around him each and every time.
But Cruz, that's exactly my point. Like, I'm making all of these statements. I'm not from Iowa. I'm from a whole nother coast. And I'm like, as I'm not a promoter, I'm not a manager, I'm not anything like that. But I'm like, I know business. I know money. If I got Cruz on one side and I got a guy like Jason Phillips on the other side, and I'm trying to put on boxing events, why the hell you don't have those two headlining all of your damn cards? Because it's good for business for no other reason.
But you got to understand, G5, where we are from in this little pond, a guy is like, they're turning boxing into something that boxing should never be what boxing is.
Mm-hmm.
They are taking the love out of the sport to where guys such as myself and Jason Phillips, but this ain't boxing. It's more of a social media era before boxing.
Right.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Like it, because when Mike told me the story about Jason and the cards he was dealt in his first fight, I'm like, I haven't seen that amount of fear for like one fight, like a kid. Like, right? They didn't even like, it's crazy to even understand. And Cruz, like you said, like, this ain't boxing. Like, this is not boxing. I'm like, what happened to two guys just strapping up and getting in the ring and fighting? Like, you getting to the point now, I'm like, all right, well, I got to stack the deck over here. I got to stack the deck over there. I got to make sure this person doesn't win. And I'm like, Negrete, big shout out to him. But I'm like, he's not the, I'm like, he don't have the star potential. And that's no disrespect to him. He don't have the star potential. I'm like, Jason does.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. But I would also say Roberto got the ability to be, you know, a star in his own right. I just feel like the people, well, not the people, the promoter around him is favoring him more opposed as to the other young and up-and-coming fighters from the area as well.
He's blind.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But he does that, though. That's what he does. He picks his two to few guys, and you know, he covers them and huddles them. And Roberto is not the only one. You know, he's just the one that we happen to get up against.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Cruz, I showed a couple people in Philly Jason's second fight. All of them was like he could fight. And you know Philly, we don't pull no punches. We don't pull no punches. Like, if a person can't fight, we be like, yo, like, he garbage. Like, he can't fight. Yeah. I showed people the tape of Jason. Everybody was like, I showed at least 10 people. They was like, no, that kid can fight. That kid
he can fight. I told Mike, but you got to understand, Jason's only had, 8 to 10 amateur fights and then went straight pro. Yep. I told Mike, I said, man, bro can fight. Yeah. I said he could fight.
And that's why. And it's people that look at the amateur background, the amateur pedigree, and if it's not extensive, you have managers and promoters and things like that. They feel like, oh, well, I can take advantage of that.
I'm sure.
I don't think they can take advantage of Jason though. I don't think so.
No.
I think I told Mike. I said I think he can come to the East Coast and put in some work. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the lit right there.
That's because we looking for fights and things like that in Philly, like, and we got a bunch of surrounding areas. We got Philly, we got Jersey, we got New York, we got Baltimore, we got Connecticut. Like, there's so many spots on the East Coast where he can go, and I'm like, as long as Jason fighting at 140, he can hold his own. He can hold his own.
Man, that's a popular weight class.
Yeah. It's a real popular weight class, and he can, like, he would be a big 140. Like, he would be a big 140. You know what I'm saying?
I want him at 35.
What you think about that, Cruz? You want him at 35?
You know what? I've been through the trials and tribulations. I've been through the hunger pains. I've been through the mood swings. The mood swings.
Hey, Cruz, Jason can't come with us when we go get the cheesesteaks and all that. Jason
yeah, he gonna be pissed.
Yeah, Jay can't come with us.
Look, I've been through the trials and tribulations. Mood swings. If Jason ain't never had a mood swing and cut weight, he ain't never cut no weight before.
He ain't never cut no weight.
And that should be him trying to get to 130. My personal opinion.
130. Ooh.
Yo, Jason, hey, that's when the mood swings, them hunger pains. That's when you want to kill everything moving.
Yeah.
If you ain't never did that, bro, you ain't never cut no weight before.
Yeah, Jay. I think if Jason can get down to 135, that'd be great. Probably.
I want him at 35. I want him at 35, man.
35, but Coach said that, right, Mike?
Yeah, Coach Thomas said the same thing. Everybody said the exact same thing.
Yeah,
everybody said that.
Yeah, you know how much of a monster he would be at 135?
It'd be over with.
He would be bigger. First of all, on fight night, he's probably weighing close to 10 pounds more than his opponent.
He can rehydrate and all that.
He can rehydrate. He coming in at 135 on fight night. He's probably 160. He's probably 150 something.
Right now?
No, fight night.
No,
he probably about 56, 57, 60.
Yeah. Because you got to think about it. If he's coming down to 135, those last 10 pounds or whatever, that's water weight. So he's slapping that on. He's slapping that right back on. So he's at 145. After he eating all of that other stuff, he's in the 150s. Easy. The other guy's probably he probably gaining 5-6 pounds. His opponent's probably going to be 140. Jay's going to be 152, 153. He got a 12-13 pound advantage. With his style, he would kill at 35. Kill.
Yeah.
But like Cruz said, those hunger pains, the mood swings, like, Mike, you got to deal with that shit.
Yeah, that's all me. I got to deal with that headache.
I'm in Philly. Cruz in Minnesota, he ain't got to deal with that. But Mike, you got a 19-year-old.
I'm right down the street.
You got
G5, that's how you know I've been cutting weight, man. That's how you know I've been cutting weight for so long. I know.
Yo, Mike gonna be calling. He gonna have mood swings because Jay getting on his damn nerves so much.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
No, hey, that's a different part of training that guys don't know. Like, that's a different part of training. You got to go through the mood swings. You got to go through the cutting weight of the aspect, the like getting on the motherfucking ass, like.
Yeah, because you be so hungry. You be like, yo, I gotta take this out on somebody. Like,
exactly. So, and it's nothing personal, man. It's part of business.
Right, and that's the game within the game.
Exactly.
That's the game.
The hard part is making the weight. G5, Mike Patterson.
Yes, sir.
That's the hardest part is making weight. But when you make the weight, the easy part is whooping your ass. That's easy. That's the easy part.
Right.
Getting in the ring and showcasing your talent, your skill. That's the easy part. Cashing a check. That's the easy part.
Right. But that
making
weight, that making weight.
That's the hardest part.
Hey, Mike, man, we can't be, when y'all come to Philly, like, I know Jason not going to be there for the cheesesteaks, but we got to
be there
change
for one
our
of them, like after the wedding.
He better not be.
We got to change our clothes or something, because we can't come around Jason afterwards and, you know, we smell like cheesesteaks with fries and all of that. He might swing on us, yo. He might swing on us.
No, he ain't been there yet. He ain't been there yet, G5. He ain't been there yet. He ain't been through the hunger pain. No, ain't nobody been to Philly, but yeah, he ain't been through the hunger pain. Now, you catch me.
Hey.
You catch me trying to make 60, G5.
It's going to be one here. It's going to be one.
I'm FaceTiming Cruse only. I ain't coming around Cruse.
Look, I'm running 10-mile days to make 54, 60, man, G5.
Oh, man.
I might be on your ass, G5. It might be.
Yo, that is funny as hell, yo. But
man, look, just give me one fry. Just give me one fry with some cheese.
What was that episode of Martin when he was acting like he was cutting all the food out and Gina made all that food on the table for him?
Yeah.
That's Cruz.
That's me. She made the biscuits with the gravy.
Yeah, man. I can see Cruz tripping over, got an elbow full of gravy. You know what I'm saying?
That's me trying to make some weight, but I've been there.
Like, man, Cruz, how you come to the weigh-in smelling like gravy? Like, what the hell is going on?
Look, I've been there, G5. That's the sacrifice of the sport that guys don't even know. That's the comprehension, man. They don't know that.
Yeah, I learned. I just sent Mike. I sent Mike the old Terrence Crawford 2-day from the HBO 2-day when he made 135 to fight Beltran. And
they said at 135 you would have not liked that dude.
Oh yeah. I done heard some stories.
Yes,
I've heard some stories.
They said at 135 you wouldn't have not liked Terrence Crawford. But I understand. I'm a fighter, so I get it. You wouldn't have liked me either making 152 in the amateurs.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't understand how people do interviews like the day before. Like
before the weigh-in.
Yeah, like I got to offer to interview a guy like the day before the weigh-in. Like I declined it. I was like,
correct.
I talked to him after the fight. I talked to him after the fight. I was just like, he not gonna be going off on me on the phone. Like, hell with that. Like, let him make weight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let that dude put an orange or something in his body, an apple, orange, a chicken breast or something.
Right.
Or a cheesesteak.
Here you go.
Let him put something in his stomach, and it would have been okay. Yeah, I get it, man. You're right.
Yeah, I told Mike, hey, Mike, am I lying? I was just like, yo, I said for a tall dude, I said his inside game was nice.
You did say that.
I wasn't expecting that. He was like 5'11". Like 5'11".
6 foot. 6 foot, sir.
Yeah. 6 foot. Shots was.
McGregor came to fight.
Yeah, he definitely came to fight because he was trying to take your head off the first couple rounds. You was just beating him to the punch. You was just beating him to the punch.
This is already in God's script.
Yeah.
Which I felt this though. I said, man, when I went in, came home, since I started the sport of boxing back in 1999, in 2020, I said, man, I got a plan.
Right. And
this is God already wrote this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will come in between that. I promise you.
Hey, man, listen, all y'all 160 pounders out there, 168, 165, whatever, be on the lookout for Cruse Hitman Stewart. He's coming. If
y'all see him, run.
If you see
his name
run.
Anywhere close to y'all, move around. That's all I can say.
Run.
Thank you.
And if you own a cheesesteak spot and you see me and Mike coming,
open the door. I don't care if it's Corona or not. You know what I'm saying?
Run. Because we purchasing all the product.
Yes, and the fries too. We need them as well.
And we taking all the fountain sodas. All of them. Like, just close up shop.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You see us coming in, run. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just run. But, yo, Cruse, man, we not going to hold you anymore. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you, bro. This won't be the last time we going to be following your career.
Hope not.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, we going to be following your whole career. When a man tells me that it's God's plan and he got something meant for me, hey, listen, I'd be a fool not to follow. I'd be a fool not to follow.
I appreciate that.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And the thing about this Cruse is everybody that's on the channel, they supporting UK, supporting you. So this is bigger than just Midwest, East Coast, West Coast.
Oh, man, I know it, man. I follow you, man. I follow you on YouTube, man. I'm never letting nobody down when I say this is what it is, man. This is what it is. Y'all better follow me. Stick to what I have going on, and you won't be disappointed.
Absolutely. Give me your social media before we close out.
Cruse Stewart. Y'all can follow me, man. Cruse Stewart Facebook, Cruse Stewart Boxing at Instagram, and pretty much where I'm at, man.
Hey, Mike, you got Facebook, Mike?
You already know how that. You know, that's another cheesesteak. I need another one for that one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I got you.
I think I need a chili dog for that one. We need 2 cheesesteaks and a hot dog.
Hey, Cruse, I had to throw that alley-oop to him.
You see how he did me?
I know that's right.
Oh, my God.
I told Mike he can use my stepbrother like C-Stew or something. He didn't want to use it. I told him.
Oh, man.
You know, I was supposed to have like a Facebook like 10 million years ago, and it's like, hasn't matriculated.
Cruse, he told me that. He was like, yo, I don't have no Facebook. Don't be going on Facebook looking for me because I'm not on there. He was
I know. He told me the same thing.
Cruse, he was dead ass about that because I ain't going to lie. When I got off the phone with him, I got on Facebook and looked him up. I was like, man, I said, he's lying. I said, he got a Facebook. He was nowhere to be found. I said, this dude wasn't lying.
I told you. That's another cheese fry for me. Let's go.
Yo, you going to have a week's worth of cheesesteaks and cheese fries, man. I got to get off the line with you, man. I got to get off the phone.
I got my tab running, too. You know, I write everything down.
Oh, man. But, Cruse, when you hear something about your next fight, please let us know. We'll get you back on the channel so we can let everybody know. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure everybody's tuning in. Like, we're going to be promoting
the next
fight.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to be promoting all your darn fights. But especially your next one, especially with this coronavirus thing going on, like, we really got to support
our fighters, period, because during this time, I'm like, fighters are independent contractors. I'm like, if there's no fights, people not getting paid. So when this thing is over and we got to get back going, we have to support our fighters. We got to support these cards, and we got to do what we got to do. Because at the end of the day, y'all are providing for y'all families. Y'all are providing entertainment for us, and y'all are a different breed. Fighters are a different breed, whether they're world champions or they're not world champions. It takes something different to
fighting to become world champions. People don't, the casual fan don't understand, man. We are fighting to get to where the Floyd Mayweathers, the Tyson Furies, the Deontay Wilders are. We're not there yet.
Right. And it's a long road.
Terrence Crawfords, the Earl Spences, man, we're not there.
Right. Right. And people don't realize that journey. That journey is crazy, and a lot of people don't respect the journey until they see you on national TV, and that national TV network tells your story. Until then, even then, they'll find something wrong.
Exactly, man. So I'm just, man, I'm 31 years old, man, and I'm an old man in a young man's sport, but I feel like I'm a Bernard Hopkins with this. So, I take this very personally and try to do my best to become that Bernard Hopkins, so to say.
Well, the thing about that, Cruz, is that you don't have no tread on them tires.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Your good years is brand new, fresh off the rack. You don't have no tread on them, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that Bernard Hopkins is a good comparison, but I think you won't get there within the next 2 years.
Exactly. Yes.
I think you're gonna get there the next 2 years, and at that point, you'll be in your prime at that point.
Oh man, I don't even think I've reached that yet.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 years you'll be in your prime. Like, you're not even there yet. You're not even there yet, and I can argue that you should be in the top 15, top 20 in terms of just middleweights, period.
Oh, we will be. We'll be competing for a title. I promise you. Those that are following me, yes, you will know of me, yes.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to be there every step of the way. Again, big shout-out to 1-2 Boxing. Big
shout-out to 1-2 Boxing.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's on Cruz' team, all of his fans out there, all of the new fans that you're about to gain now across the globe. And when Cruz is fighting again, G5 Jeff TV is definitely going to be promoting it, and we're going to get as many people to be watching the whole card that Cruz is on. So again, Cruse Hitman Stewart, or I like to call him Cruz No Judges Stewart. We appreciate you being on the channel, and we definitely going to be following up with you, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
All right, you do the same, bro. Hey, Mike, man, we up to 4 cheesesteaks now, bro?
We got 3 cheesesteaks, 2 order of fries, and a chili dog. Yeah, I got the child. Don't worry, I got everything on paper. It's all legit.
He stands on that. I might forget that, Mike. I might forget that.
Oh, I ain't forgetting nothing. Paper don't lie.
All right, Cruz. You have a good one, bro.
You too, G5. Appreciate it.
Bro. No problem. All right.